What's the chow IBL fans, JosephGames here and welcome to week 8 of the IBL. We are at the final week and of course final week of we are sort of at the final week of transactions. We're seeing where people are going for playoffs and of course I am not alone.
What is poppin' fam? Spanik here, and we are here to give you the TLDR version of Week 8 of the IBL. As previously stated, this is the transaction deadline. So if the coaches have a trade in mind or any transaction in mind that they want to make, it has to be done now. Otherwise, well, forever hold your peace.
Yep. And those transactions could still change a season at this late stage in the game. I mean, it's not going to win you It's not going to win you like a first seed, but it might get you that final playoff spot or secure a playoff spot if you're still in the rankings. For one.
Absolutely. Any moves they could improve your matchup against a certain opponent, or really anything like that, just to help you get whatever wins you need to make it to the playoffs.
Okay, so let's get on to our first match. And let's talk about one of those people that I'm not sure if they're making it, but they're still making moves. The Houston Hardens went up against the Buffalo Drills this week, and of course they brought with them Goodra, Cradilly, Arcanine, Celesteela, Crocodile and Mega Gallade. And they were against Milotic, Mega Beedrill, Bronzong, Swellow, Rotom Normal and Shaman. This was quite an interesting match.
Oh yeah, it was. The Hardens still showing that they're not backing down, even though they may be out of the playoff race. They're showing they're not backing down without a fight. They picked up a nice win here. They picked up a nice win, showing that they are not done yet this season. They're not done yet.
No, they're not done yet, and there were some very interesting sets. Like I really want to look at like this Bronzong. The Bronzong that was bought by the Drills this week was very, very interesting. I mean, there was Block on there, which was very interesting to see, and also Metal Sound.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, that was very nice on that Bronzong. Block to trap things, and Metal Sound that drops but death. Very nice strat. I'm assuming that was for like a Goodra or something, because Goodra is very, very fat on the special side.
Oh yeah, Goodra is quite fat on the special side. I mean, there's other mons on the team. I mean, Arcanine is a fat mon. I've seen people do some stuff with Arcanine that I'm so scared of.
Bronzong will want to trap an Arcanine because Bronzong is not appreciating a Flare Blitz. Even Heatproof doesn't appreciate that.
No, but it can just it can block. It could set up. It can set up the metal. It can block something. Set up the Metal Sounds. Bronzong can be quite beefy, and then you can go into something that can deal with it. And for example, Melodic. And if you can find a way to outspeed outspeed Arcanine, which I don't think is happening with Melodic, but maybe. I don't know.
If the Milotic actually is pretty fast. It has like base 80 speed that's pretty fast for a wall.
Then maybe there is like natures and stuff like natures, EVs and IVs that possibly could make Melodic outspeed outspeed Arcanine. Then
there might be a way if he runs like a min-speed Arcanine.
Anyway, so this was quite an interesting match. Good win for the Houston Hardens here. Celesteela picking up 3 kills, doing really, really good work here.
Hardens definitely showing that they're not going down this season. They might as well just, even though they're out of playoffs, they might as well just try some other sets. Maybe they want to use these mons in drafts in the future.
Yeah, and Arcanine again, extreme speed Arcanine worked really nicely this here, picking up 2 kills in the dying parts of this match, destroying Swellow and Mega Beedrill really nicely.
Arcanine. Very, very clutch move. I love that. I love E-Speed. E-Speed's one of my favorite priority moves. Because it's base 80, priority.
I do want to mention one thing before we move on to the next match.
What is it?
Cradilly substituted up, and then and Sweller was in at the time of the substitute. And we know one thing about Sweller. Boom Burst is a thing. And Boom Burst hits through substitute. Why substitute? He could have just done something like Rock Slide or Ancient Power, destroyed the Swallow.
Maybe he did that because he thought he'd live a Boom Burst. Live 2, rather.
Yeah, maybe.
Just did.
Anyway, good win for the Hardens. 4-0. There's still time, but you've got to keep this chain going now. You can't any stops here, and the season is done.
Yeah, they need to essentially win out at this point.
Anyway, let's move on to the next match.
Team that I pretty sure has made the playoffs already. I am, of course, talking about the Aberdeen Azelfs taking on the Memphis Bewares this week. The Aberdeen Azelfs packing with them this week. Dragonite, Sneasel, Mega Scizor, Lycanroc Day, and Tentacruel. While the Bewares are packing with them Mega Camel, Gliscor, Lucario, Mantine, and the Greninja. As you can see, that the record highlighted in yellow or gold, whatever you want to call it, and I'm pretty sure that means they have clinched a playoff spot.
Yeah, I'm almost certain they clinched the playoff spot. I'm almost certain they've almost clinched top seed in the playoffs in their division at this moment in time. Not sure on that yet. I need to look into a few things, but the doc hasn't been updated in a few weeks, so I don't know.
Except a 7-1 record this late in the season, yeah, it's pretty sure you're a shoo-in.
Yeah.
And at Falcons and start 5-0 and then lose 10 straight games.
There's a possibility still, but I don't think he's going down.
He's been on a roll all season, and he really seems to be feeling his team well, and he looks to go far in the playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah. This match was quite an interesting one. There was some interesting, I would possibly say, bad plays, but and again, Darude's an interesting person. It's really hard to figure out what he's trying to do whilst watching his matches. It's you have to sort of listen to a commentary and see where his head is himself instead of just watching a match with Darude.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He did manage to pick up 3 nice kills with Lycanroc, with a Lycanroc Day though.
Oh yeah, Lycanroc was the key player here today. Lycanroc just did so much with Stone Edge. There was a few crits, I will admit. There was Stone Edge did do serious damage to both Mantine and Mega Camerupt. I mean, it's super effective on both of them, so it can do serious work. But, Mantine's...
It's not super effective on Mega Camerupt.
Oh, it's not super effective. I guess that's why it needed the crit.
Yeah.
Greninja did well with Hydro Pump, doing pretty interesting work as well. I will admit there was some the play with bringing in Dragonite on Gliscor. Gliscor is one of those mons that I know is either going to be bringing Ice Fang or is going to be bringing Knockoff. I know in this situation, I've used Gliscor and its lower brother, Gliga, and against things like Dragonite, I would be bringing Ice Fang. It's it's going to happen.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You definitely need to bring Ice Fang on Gliscor against a mon like Dragonite. Otherwise it just sets up on you, and you don't want Dragonite setting up on you.
So, if he knew there's Ice Fang coming, I'm guessing Darude possibly knew Ice Fang was going to come from Gliscor. Maybe he thought he was going to live. Maybe he knew he was going to live a few, so he could deal with Gliscor with Dragonite. Even though maybe like Sneasel's probably the better option in my books.
Multiscale pretty much guarantees he lives one.
Yeah.
Was Mega Scizor still alive at that point? Because Mega Scizor just completely walls Gliscor. Unless it has Fire Fang, which does Gliscor even get Fire Fang? I don't know. I've really never seen Gliscors run Fire Fang.
But Gliscor gets Earthquake these days, so Mega that could do some serious damage to Mega. Does it get Fire Fang as well?
Does, but I've never seen it really used. I've seen Ice Fang, I've seen Thunder Fang, I've never seen Fire Fang.
Okay.
Clutch though, against like a Scizor or something? Absolutely.
Okay, so that was a 2-0 for the Aberdeen Azelfs, pretty much securing playoffs, so that's why their win margin is in yellow. And if they clinch the number 1 seed, I will possibly I'll put their win margin in a more orangey yellow, so it would be more of a gold in a way.
Okay, sounds good.
But anyway, let's get on to the next match up. So, talking about teams that have pretty much secured themselves a place in the playoffs, let's talk about the other team on the other side of the league. We are talking about the Montreal Milotics, and they took on the Partridge Herdiers here today, and they brought with them Excadrill, Miss Magnius, Porygon Z, Mega Emperor, Uxie, and Florges, as the Partridge Herdiers brought Mega Kangaskhan, Latias, Blastoise, Meganium, Rabombi, and Scolipede. And this was quite an interesting match. I'm pretty sure this was this is definitely the mold breaker set that I said to bring a few weeks back, and Excadrill did really nicely here. He didn't really need sand, so Excadrill was just here to be mold breaker, and it did some really good work here.
Okay. Oh yeah, absolutely it is. Excadrill is one of those mons that sometimes it needs sand, sometimes it doesn't. But it just hits hard. It just hits hard. Did hit hard in this game.
Yep, it destroyed a like Rabombi not once but twice because Rabombi had a sash. It destroyed so many other mons like Meganium, of course, also causing flinch hacks too, which is always dangerous, and Mega Kang as well. Throwing a definition of destroy for Mega Kang.
Oh yeah, the Mega Kang. I have Mega Kang in a league now, and it hits really, really hard. Hard just because the paternal bond. The paternal bond helps, but not as much as it used to.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the set Kurt brought this week with the Drain Punch Kang, just because recovery, very, very nice with Kangaskhan.
There was a time where I thought we were going to see the setup again with Porygon. He had the set. Porygon was Nasty Plot again and did get rid of Blastoise, but Scolipede came through and literally demolished of Porygon Z with Mega Horn from full.
It did. Because I watched Matt's side of the game, and he thought he could... And if the Scolipede wasn't Life Orb, he actually lived that Mega Horn. So that's probably why he stayed in there. And it didn't pay off.
Yep. That could have changed the entire... Well, again, it would have changed the game and possibly brought a third Porygon sweep. And I'm glad we didn't see... I mean, we're probably going to see another one of those before the season's out. But I think I've had enough of them, really.
I can't get enough, Matt. Just keep bringing the Porygon. Keep getting wins with it. I, for one, am loving it.
I mean, I like it. I mean, I'm entertained by it. It's just that, like, there's no way to stop it. That's the annoying thing about it.
Tortured.
I mean, not like there really isn't a lot you can bring against Porygon unless not many teams have something for it. There's really not enough people that get haze or things that can like force Porygon away. Really,
Blastoise could have maybe lived a hit and then blew it away with Mirror Coat or something because it does get that.
yeah, that could work. And I mean, Meganium's fat, so it can also run screens and stuff like that. I mean, light screen Meganium's a thing.
It's true too.
I mean, Rabombi is quick at setting, is a quick screen setter, but like, really, it's not fat. It's not fat at all.
Bad at all.
But this was a good 3-0 win for the Montreal Milotex, keeping the chain going, and I think they're like, I think this is like 5 weeks in a row. May have put, no, it's not 5 weeks in a row. It's another team that I'm thinking of that's like 5 weeks in a row of winning streaks. 5-week winning streak right now. It's not the Milotex, but they are doing really well this season.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Matt's definitely a good battler. He's one of the best I've seen. So definitely keep up the good work, Matt. Keep it up.
Yep, and let's get on to the next one.
We have the Lawrence Talonflames up against the Chicago Cubchews. Talking about who had a 5-game win streak.
Ah, yes. The Cub.
That you're talking about, they had a 5-game win streak. Because I remember them being 0-3.
Yeah. That was it. Anyway.
Who's packing with them this week? Kartana, Amoonguss, Megalopunny, Metagross, Sylveon, and Rotom Wash. While the Talonflames packing with them this week, Megagyarados, Seismitoad, Emboar, Tapu Koko, Lottie, and Gourgeist Super. We said before, the Talonflames, they have won 5 straight games. They started the season 0-3, then got that 0-0 win. Then got that 0-0 win in week 4. And now ever since then, they've won 4 straight. By the Talonflames. And hopefully he could keep up this push into the playoffs.
Yep. The Talonflames are one of those late runners. You know, you get them throughout the season. You get those people who've like started it off really, really bad, but then they get on a train and they somehow find their way to a playoff position.
Now that is the Talonflames. I don't think he's won a game by more than 3-0 this season.
No, they've been scrappy little wins, but they are still... A win is a win.
A win is a win.
It may be a bit ugly, but it's a win, and... I mean, differential is something you can play for, but sometimes you just need to get that win no matter how much you try.
Absolutely. Differential only matters for tiebreakers, but wins definitely matter more than differential, so always go for the win.
Yep. This one had some interest. This one was quite interesting. There were a few crits along the way, but also I do want to admit Latios did amazing work here, getting 3 kills really well. Honestly, Latios did amazing here.
Oh yes, it did. 3 amazing kills this game, definitely propelling the Talonflames to their 5th straight win.
Yep, Psyshock did amazing work against Lopunny. It does amazing work against Amoonguss too. And he also, I'm pretty sure he's carrying HP Fire to deal with Catania as well.
Possibly did. Cortana. That's what I want to speak about with Cortana. It really any HP Fire in the game. I actually ran this calc before with Cortana. A Caterpie HP Fire Okos it.
Wow. It is that frail when it comes to HP fire.
Not even specs, just modest fire Oko's Kartana. Just to put that into perspective, Caterpie has base a special attack. Really, really bad defensively on the special side. That's why I've seen it actually in Tier 2 in some leagues. Because that special defense and awful typing really brings it down.
Yeah, but that's attack stat. Its physical attack stat is so good, and there is some of the best physical moves that it gets. It is good on the physical side, great speed plays, but like cannot take a hit on that special side.
Absolutely not. I ran an HP Fire Donphan and Oko it. Forced to run. It's really forced to run an Akaberry or something. There's that Timid set. Max HP Timid set I've seen run, so you get the speed, get the beast boost in speed, and it could become a sweeper. I've ran that before, but that set really, really relies on you getting like an SD up at some point too.
Okay, that was a 2-0 for the Talonflames. Good work, and let's get on to our next one. Okay, so let's go to New York, because I think our final two matches are in there. And let's start with let's start with the Cosmogs. They faced the Minnesota Monfernos this week, and they had with them Lando T, Victini, Megadiance, Decidueye, Empoleon, and Electivire, and they were facing Chestnut, Cacleon, Mega Blastoise, Jirachi, Kyurem, and Drapion. I think it's the first time we're seeing Drapion too.
I think he brought it once before. I think he brought it once before, but I don't remember when it was. But this is not the first time we're seeing Drapion.
Okay. But this was a pretty much Lando T just destroys everything episode, really. Lando T just so much work here.
Oh my goodness. Flame and the Monferno's getting body bagged again by a Lando T.
Yep, Lando T destroyed Jirachi, destroyed Chestnut, destroyed Mega Blastoise, destroyed Drapion, and of course it also destroyed Kyurem. The only thing it didn't take out was Cacleon, but like by the time it was brought in, Cacleon was already dead.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah. So this game is just Lando T just wrecking havoc on. Essentially, That's essentially this game in a nutshell. Lando T just going ham.
Yeah, Lando T goes ham, and there were a few interesting plays. I mean, there was a freeze on Decidueye. Decidueye got frozen by Cacleon, and he did switch out. Instead of deciding to sack it at this point, and I'm pretty sure that was a possible wrong switch, sack.
Maybe he felt he still needed Decidueye this game because it still would have been able to check the Chestnut.
Yeah, but it's frozen. It's not doing anything. It's done for at this point. It's literally done for. As soon as it's if you get frozen, your team, there's a possibility you could 4 out, but like it's so. I hate freeze plays.
Maybe he was hoping to thaw on Chestnut or something.
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, he was carrying a Salak Berry, which is boost speed when you drop below HP.
Really nice.
So basically, he could have done something. There if he didn't get the freeze. The freeze was just like, Decidueye's done for me. And when I was watching this battle.
Oh yeah, the freeze is what definitely killed that Decidueye. But it didn't really seem to matter as Lando T just took lives.
Oh yeah, Lando T, amazing work. Cosmogs, they're doing work now. They're 4-4. but they gotta keep some change going. There's possibility. They're definitely a possibility of them making playoffs at this moment in time.
They're definitely in the mix at the moment.
As for the Minnesota Monfernos, they've got some work to do. They've got to get on a chain, they've got to get on it now, and they've got to keep that chain moving.
2-6, same record as the Hardens, so I wouldn't really count them out yet, but it's not looking good. It's really not looking good. Their door is closing fast.
Yep. And good win to Phantombass though. Phantombass, ever since he came into this league, he's done some interesting work, and I've really liked his teams every week.
Doing fantastic. Good for him. Good for him. Really taking over a team that got obliterated by Porygon Z, and then he gets obliterated week 2, and he's really bounced back nicely, and he's been in to make playoffs now.
Yep. And let's get on to our final game, which was a showdown game.
Our final game this week, which was played on the most professional level possible on Pokemon Showdown, we have the New York Metagross up against the Miami Infernape. Packing with them Shieldgon, that's an interesting bring. Donphan, Koopa Unbound, Ambipom, Klefki, and Nihilego, while the Miami Infernapes are packing with them Jesus, Kyurem Black, Rotom Frost, Silvally, and Magneton. Now, both New York teams are 4-4 going into the next week. I think that's actually pretty funny that both New York teams are 4-4 right now.
Yeah.
Still. Packing a multiplayer this week, packing a Shieldgon. Fairly interesting ring.
That is interesting. I don't think it came out, so I didn't really get to see what there was planned. But like Shieldgon is, again, it's one of those interesting ones. It's kind of bulky, really.
It's Dragon type, so it's only weak to Dragon and Ice and Fairy. Violet, I think it's actually pretty bulky. I don't remember what its base stats are. I'll actually get that right now.
And whilst he's getting that, I will mention Hoopa Unbound did amazing work here. Nihilego did quite interesting work here. But hacks was a major thing in this battle. Like, there was so much hacks that I just,
Another Hacks Fest. Oh my god, this thing is fat, actually. Shieldgon has base 100 defense and base 50 Spadef with 65 HP.
See, it's like Umbreon. It's like Umbreon with its hacks. With its bulk.
And it gets... I wouldn't say Umbreon. I'd say it's more like Tangela. Because the Spadef isn't really that good. Neither is the HP, but really, really good physical defense.
But this, there was a lot
really good. The Violet really does help it out too, and it gets Overcoat as a possible ability.
Okay.
Even to sand and hail and things like that.
Yeah. This match was quite interesting. Rotom Frost did some interesting work with Blizzard, destroying a Donphan straight off the bat. Once Donphan and once he got rid of Donphan's sash, I get him. Once he got rid of once those blizzards started to hit like that, it's just destroys. Blizzard was just amazing here, but it didn't start with good plays. But it was quite good. So for still. Again, Magnet Rise, Magneton, and I'm still not sure about I'm still not sure about Magneton really. I mean, I like Magneton, but like, it's not worked out here really for the Infernapes.
Sounds good, but He really hasn't been using it that well. He really hasn't. It's not fast like most you want electric type to be. It's not bulky. It just hits really, really hard.
I mean, it did get 1 kill this week, but it was against Klefki, and Klefki's can kind of tank the hits, and by the time he got that kill in, Klefki had set up 4 rows of spikes.
Klefki is actually pretty thick. Klefki's a thick boy.
Yeah, and it can sit there and it can take hits, and then it can just deal. It doesn't have to kill. It doesn't have to kill you. It can just set up to kill. It can just set up to kill your team because it gets spikes. It can put up screens. If Klefki gets up a light screen and it's just taking a hit after taking a hit, nothing's killing this thing.
Don't sleep on crow keys either. That's a set.
But, I mean, Klefki can actually do some serious work too. I mean, it can just set up and calm mind and destroy things that way too.
Yeah, that's what I said before with crow keys.
Yeah. But good 3-0 win for the Metagross here. There's still time for the Infernapes to do something. I mean, maybe, but they gotta do something now.
2 and 6. They're in the same boat as the Hardens and the Monfernos.
Yep.
So let's hope they could maybe pick up a couple more wins and sneak into a spot, or it could be a wrap.
Yeah, their season could be a wrap, but this is the thing people have got. This is the thing. If these teams like the Infernapes, the Hardens and stuff like that can't make playoffs, they can make stuff interesting for the rest of the teams.
They could play some spoiler.
So, Mon of the Week for this week then.
Give it to Lando T. Absolute domination by that Mon.
Yeah, Lando T, amazing work. For me, I honestly want to agree with you, but I can't do that. So I'm going to go with Hooper Unbound.
Okay, that's another good pick.
And Team of the Week?
Team of the Week, I am going to give it to a tough one. A lot of good choices here. But I'm going to give Team of the Week to the Talon Flames, riding a 5-game win streak. Absolutely, they get Team of the Week, keeping up their nice pace.
Okay, and for me, I'm going to give it to the Hardens. They pulled out a good win this week, and I mean, it was good. They did well this week, and I was still kind of cheering them on in the background, but we'll see what happens with them. Anyway, this is going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Of course, go and check out all the other coaches in the IBL. Go and check out all the coaches in the IBL. Go and watch the matches in full on their channels, and see what you thought of the week.
All the coaches' channels should be linked in the description. Definitely go check them out. Check out their battles. And make your own judgments on the plays. Maybe we're dumb. Maybe we didn't. Maybe you guys see things differently that we didn't see. But whatever.
Yep. And of course,
definitely check them out. Subscribe.
And of course, the coaches also have their ideas, and they possibly kind of leave them in the description, in the comment section of this video, and of course, every video that they make of their own too. So anyway, hope you enjoyed, and until next time, I'm JosephGames.
And we will see you guys next week. Peace.